Massive flooding led to dramatic rescues in New Jersey. Let's talk more about that now. CBS News New York was first on the scene as it unfolded in Scotch Plains. Dick Brennan is there live tonight for us. And Dick, I know you spoke one-on-one with some people who were rescued.
Yeah, and the rescues were unbelievable. Wait till you see them. We can tell you right now, though, the authorities are all over Scotch Plains, Union County. They're looking in submerged vehicles, making sure that everyone got out safely. They're also reopening roads. This one opened just like 5 minutes ago. In the meantime, people here say this is some of the worst flooding they've ever seen. And yes, they've seen their share of floods. In the meantime, as you mentioned, tonight there were some terrifying rescues. The raging floodwaters raced through Scotch Plains, stranding drivers all over who were trapped as the tide got higher. And look what rescuers had to do to save people. This man pulled across floodwaters by rope and finally to safe ground.
I was driving, I stuck in the middle of the street. The water was right here.
In the car, up to you?
In the car. So.
And then what happened?
And the guys, they came here and rescued.
Intense rainfall caused the Greenbrook River in the Watchung Reserve to overflow. Authorities had to launch boats into the streets. How quickly did the water rise?
Really very quickly. Maybe within like 15, 20 minutes. It went from maybe just a little stream of water and then it just started flooding over.
Like a river?
Yeah, it was really bad.
How scary was that?
Pretty scary.
Tonight, rafts made their way through the streets, scooping up people with no way out. Others were brought in by front loader.
Because we couldn't go any further, so we had to get out, and we tried to go up the road and we couldn't, so they told us just to stay there, and they came and picked me up in a loader.
Just to give you an idea how intense and how high these floodwaters got, check this out. This log floated in here and wound up in the parking lot of a Quick Stop. People whose cars were submerged had no way to get home except by way of this giant truck, which became a huge bus for folks who had it, well, up to here. Yeah, how you doing?
We're hanging in there.
Hanging in there?
Yeah, all good.
These guys rescued you?
They're doing a good job.
How long were you stuck?
A couple hours.
What was it like being stuck like that?
It's frustrating.
Frustrating?
Yeah, it's really frustrating, yeah.
But finally you're getting home, maybe?
Yeah, thanks to these guys. They are doing a really good job.
Yeah, let's give a big thank you to all those first responders who are still out there right now making sure that people are getting home safe. And Christine, speaking of getting home safe, a lot of those people you just saw that we interviewed, they're likely still on their way home, even if they live just a few towns over. That's because so many roads are blocked, and it's just hard to get from there to here. Christine, back to you.
Absolutely, Dick. And we can see that traffic behind you. Probably a lot of those folks that you just described finally getting home in their cars tonight. Dick, great work out there.
Hopefully.
Yes, absolutely. Well, let's go to other parts of the tri-state area. Union County now, where flooding damaged businesses there. But even the rain moving in fast, people didn't think twice about helping their neighbors in need. Addie Guajardo, live in Plainfield with the latest. Addie?
Hey there, Christine. I'm out here on Watchung Avenue, and I'm going to step out of the way so you can take a look at it, where this street remains flooded. I've seen several people out here waiting in waist-deep water, and if you can see a little bit further back, you see at least 3 cars completely stalled out in several feet of rain. This is a scene that played out in other parts of New Jersey as well. Torrential rain triggered flash flood warnings across parts of New Jersey. The rapid rainfall flooded streets, stalled out cars, and sent crews scrambling to shut down roads. In Plainfield, heavy rain turned streets into rivers, rushing past homes and knocking down trees.
I've never seen flooding like this. I've never seen Prospect and Watchung absolutely flooded like this.
Michael Vargas says the directions on his phone led him to a flooded street where he was trapped for more than an hour.
It was all the way up here. So just sat there. I'm sure the car, there's nothing I could do with it. It's ruined, so time for a new car.
In a time of need, some jumped into action to help others.
That's what we do in Plainfield. Try to help a neighbor out along the way.
In Roselle Park, rain flooded several businesses on Chestnut Street.
Probably about 6 inches to a foot inside the restaurant.
Russell Olden, one of the owners of Dowling's Irish Pub and Restaurant, says he rushed over as soon as he found out about the flooding.
It's not just my business, it's not just my employees, it's it's everybody down in this area. The water comes in, it comes in quick, and there's really no time to react to it.
As the water recedes in some areas, the cleanup efforts are beginning to get underway.
It's disheartening, it's not the best feeling in the world, but we're resilient, we're strong.
Oh, no. Now, Russell tells me the last time his restaurant flooded was during Hurricane Ida, so he knows exactly what he needs in new decks, and that's bringing in professional to help to assess the damage. Now, I also spoke to the tow truck driver that ended up getting Vargas out of this flooded street, and he told me it has been a very busy night for business. In New Jersey, Addie Guajardo, CBS News, New York.
Addie, thank you. Let's go to Middlesex County now, where you can see flooding on the streets and also the sidewalks. People with umbrellas trying to make their through the water in Metuchen. These similar scenes playing out across the area today, including Westchester County. Drivers actually had to abandon their cars that were trapped in the water. First responders also rescuing people trapped on the Sawmill River Parkway. Let's go to Jenna DeAngelis. She'll continue our team coverage from Mobile 2. She's been monitoring the conditions in Elmsford tonight. Jenna?
Yeah, Christine, we've been driving around all night and we've run into many flooded and closed roads. It's been really difficult to get around. You can see here, this is Sawmill River Road and it is impassable. A car is stuck in the middle of the road. And then as we turn the car over to neighboring Payne Street, that's also flooded. And as you can imagine, it's been a busy night for first responders. Emergency crews rescue a driver stuck on a flooded Sawmill River Parkway in Elmsford, helping them out of their car, walking through knee-deep water to safety. A different vantage point from the Metro North tracks in Hawthorne, where a commuter captured cars stuck on the parkway. It's among many roads closed in Westchester County Monday night as heavy rain hit the area. As we were driving in Mobile 2 on Sawmill River Road, we came across Lamont Street, taken over by floodwaters. You could see debris floating and cars parked behind Napo Auto Parts submerged. A similar scene on nearby streets in Elmsford where drivers got stuck. We spoke with the Westchester County executive who says the county received numerous 911 calls.
The water came up very, very quickly. It was not something that was just a gradual move up, but certainly in some of our more prone areas like the Bronx River Parkway right there on Main Street, which traditionally floods when it rains really hard. Again, in those cases, those folks are being rescued by local emergency services personnel, mostly the local fire departments.
First responders have been busy responding to more than flooding. The Valhalla and Elmsford fire departments worked to put out a car fire on Grasslands Road, telling us thankfully the driver is okay. And bring you back out here live. Given this is what some roads still look like at this hour, keep in mind it could be a tough morning commute, so be sure to prepare for that. We're live in Elmsford, Westchester County. Jenna DeAngelis, CBS News, New York.
Water and fire, not an evening commute many people are going to forget tonight. Jenna, thank you.